Hi, this is Annie Alexander, director with, oh my gosh, senior director. Holy cow, what am I thinking? With WildTree. This is just the new onboarding system that we're going to use right now in 2017, February. And the reason that we're doing this is because I love the orientation packet, but it hasn't been updated. And I don't know when they're going to start updating it. And so some of the links don't work. And so some of the other directors started putting something together, and then I took bits and pieces of it and then tweaked it and then made some other things. So I think it works. So I'm going to show you like my entire system and how I do it. Okay. Let me grab one thing real quick for you. Okay. So once I have a new rep, you guys should have the link to this and should be able to get to it at any time, okay? So this very first, the number one, is something that you would print out and have for yourself. And this is kind of your checklist of, here's what I do for each person, okay? The orientation call, there's actually a guideline to take you through that entire call with somebody. There's links here if you want to get to a couple of like helpful tools. If you want to pass those on, then you can. Some people, they're going to want it, and some people, they're not. Okay? So those are there for you. And it just walks you through each call that you do with the new rep. Okay? Now, let's see. The next one, all the ones that say one, these are for your personal use. So these are not being sent to the rep. These are just for you to have in front of you. So I printed all of these out and I have them in a 3-ring binder, just like this. And it says new rep on the side. And so I have like a recruiting interview in there. And then back here, I have the potential rep. And what they're saying, what their profile is. And then I have another little folder like this, and this is what I keep right at my desk at my fingertips at all times, so I can just grab it. And what is in here is the number one printed out, the tracker, which is 1A, printed out, and then I just write their name as soon as I sign them. And it takes you through what are their launch dates? When did they sign on? What's their day 35? What's their day 120? Have you done the welcome call? Have you done the orientation call? Each individual thing is lined up here, so you can check it as you go. So if you're signing up 5 people in a month, then you have an easy, quick view to grab and say, okay, I signed up Rachel. I've added her to Facebook. We've had our first call. Our next thing is the orientation call. Okay, so I know what's coming. And then the other thing that's at my fingertips is the orientation conversation. And it literally walks you through exactly what to say. And that's right here at number 3. Okay, so that's the tracker. This one, I don't know why it doesn't pull up on there, but this is what it looks like. That's the rep profile. Mm-hmm. So I fill one of those out. So I printed 20 of those at Office Max today. Okay. And then number 2 is what you're going to send them in 2A. 2 is the welcome email. So you guys can read through this. This is for indirects. So people that, if you have a team member and then they sign somebody, this is what you can send to them. Okay. And you would just change it and say, I'm your upline leader, senior team leader, whatever, a little bit about yourself. And there's that. And then here's for Drax, because you're going to have different conversation with them because you probably already know them a little bit. You've already had some conversation with them. So all that's there for you. Is anyone using Yesware yet? So with Yesware, let me see if I can get to this real quick. I'm going to show this to you. Yeah. Okay. I have too many windows open. But here with Yesware, it's in Gmail, and you can just sign up for Yesware, and I'm doing a trial right now. But I was able to put those into a template. So when I sign a new rep, I just say, instead of copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, you just go to your template. Everything's right there. All I have to do is put when I'm available. And then I insert this template, and it automatically goes into the email, and boom, I can send it off. So I'm loving using that. Loving, loving, loving.
Yeah, I love Yesware.
You use it? Yeah. Yeah, I just started it, so I really like it. Okay, so that's the welcome email. And then this is what you can attach to it. And so you've probably, this is what a couple of other directors worked on. And I took it and just added a few things here and there and kind of changed the order a little bit. So you can go through and watch some of these YouTube videos and, you know, make sure it's what you want. And so you know what you're training people to do. But this is just like, here are your quick steps. You just need this in front of you. You don't have to go to the MRC and like try and find things in there, because people are getting really, really lost in there. The only time I really go in is I just search for things. I use that search bar, and that's pretty good. So this is a quick video Sonara did just about being successful, tips for getting your first date bookings, how to create a link for a workshop. So I'm starting to do, trying to use the link versus invoicing, and we'll see how that goes. I'm doing my first party right now, and I have 10 signed up, so that's really good. When I first started using the link, I didn't have that good of luck, so I don't know if I just changed the wording enough, and now I'm getting better results. So I'll keep you posted on that. But how to do the link, how to place an order, here's how to host as coach, here's some objectives that you might hear, objections you might hear, team building, and then here's a demo and a script. So this is like basic get started. Okay. And at the same time, Wildtree, I know you guys were at leadership, but they're starting to send an email day 1, day 2, day 3. And so I looked at those and tweaked this to go with that, to coincide, so that it's not repeating what we're doing there. It's taking what they're doing. So like on day 3, they get their big action plan, dream plan thing. So the orientation call happens after day 3. So they have that in their hand, and you can talk through that using the orientation guideline. So I think the best way is just to kind of spend time here and, you know, kind of look at everything. How do I get this thing off of here? Oh, there. And just to go through each one of these, but I've been using this just for a week and a half, 2 weeks, but it's working for me. Like, I feel like I actually have a system that I can follow, and that every time I'm talking to a new rep, I pull out that binder and my things that I have right at my fingertips and can have the conversation and go forward. The other thing I do with that binder, every person has their own profile page. And then I got these little tabs that have their name written on it. So the ones with the green are in their first 35 days. So that's what I did to start with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Like, once they hit 35, do I really want to like change the color of everything, or I might just flag it with something else? But for now, they're in their 35. So that's how I'm tracking it. And then I'll move it to like past 35, but still in their 120, we'll go back in this area back here. And then once they're past their 120, if they're not active, they go out of this. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm working on next, like, what do I do with the people that are active but don't want to grow a business, right? So they're going to go in some area. And then I have another folder for LITs who are active and want to grow their business, and they go into there. So just this part, does that make sense? Is this helpful?
Yes.
Okay. And so what I'm doing on my calendar to make sure I do all that, I have time blocked like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. It depends on the day. And it just says new rep. And so I know that that's when I'm trying to schedule my calls. I'm trying to like get everything done. I can look at that. So that's how I've scheduled mine right now. And then I've done that for LITs as well. So like each group of people, hostesses, potential recruits, that's what my calendar says for that time period. Okay, so I'll just show you kind of what I started and have set up for our leaders. Is the first one is the new reps, and then I have bookings, and in here I just have a couple, nothing right now. But like hostess coaching, I have like a hostess coaching, a tracker. And you guys should all have access to this. And so I'm just kind of building this up for leaders. Here's recruiting and some tools that you can use when people are like, I need help with recruiting. Here's some tools for that. Customer follow-up. Like there's a database and then the 10 calls a day. LIT. Business builder calls. So you know how sometime every Sunday we do those calls? This right here is actually this link. If you click on it, will take you to all the business builder calls, what number they are, and what the topic is. So if you're looking for a specific training, this would be a really good place to try and find that. And then tax.
You said we had access to this. Is that something I should?
I'll like send the link again. It should show up here where it says shared with me.
Okay, in my Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It should show up there in that Google Drive. Yeah. Yeah. Like once you open that, I think it should show up there. I could be wrong on that. Is that, Tegan, do you know if that's how that works? Or do I have to actually put in their email for it to show up and shared with me?
No, that worked.
I was gonna say, I think it just worked.
Okay. Okay. So, and then the 8th one is taxes. So this is just a blank spreadsheet. This is how I track everything. I have one bank statement that has all my WildTree, and I have one credit card. So anything that's an income goes up here. Anything that's expenses goes down here. And then at the very bottom has balances, ending and beginning and beginning. Can you not hear me?
It's like really robotic. So
Oh,
no
interesting.
your volume and turn it back on.
Can you hear me now? Okay, awesome. So bank statement and credit card, I have one that's just for WildTree. And so income goes up here, expenses go down here, and then this is where I balance my bank statement. So this is just really simple. And then this is what I give to my tax person at the end of the year. Super easy. If you do it every month, it's really easy. I am not good at that. Is that yours, Tegan?
This is mine.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I have a pile of receipts, but because I just have everything go through that bank statement and everything go through that credit card, that's just kind of, the receipts are just backup. I never really use them unless I'd be audited. So I don't even know if that was a full sentence. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So
with us somewhere that I was just gonna message you for the score.
what did you say? What?
I don't know if it's
I can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Okay. Do you guys have any questions on this? Okay. The other thing is the newsletter. I've been sending the newsletter to like my directs. Tegan, do you know how to send that out? Have you been able to send that out? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Do you know how to send it out? I'll do
I can just forward from my email.
Okay. And then, Kelly, have you gotten that at all? A newsletter from me every week? It'd be from Danielle. Okay. I'll start sending it to you guys.
Do you send this via Central?
Okay, so when I go into Comp Central and I pull up leaders, I have like 8. Whereas, and not all of you guys are on it. I don't know why not everyone is showing up in the leaders.
So even if you wanted to send it out to my org, it wouldn't go to my org.
Right.
Okay, so copying and pasting this into Comm Central, just like this, it won't work.
That's how I do it every week.
Like you copy it from this. So if I'm going to go like this.
I can't see what you're doing, but I just copied that whole thing.
Okay, I'll test it out.
Test it. I can't send to my entire org because Whitney does something different. So I would manually have to go in and take out 400 people. And I can't do
that
every week. So the only way around that right now is just to send it to all of you guys and all the leaders individually. And then you guys forward to your team. So I need to do a video on how to copy paste into Comp Central so you guys can send that because it's really good. Like this whole month has been on bookings and I've gotten great feedback from the people that have been watching it and using it. So it like built week over week on bookings, and next month it's on hostess coaching and Courtney Spiewak's going to lead it. So it's really good. Okay. My other thought was for
to be titled. Let me see.
My other thought that I want your guys' feedback on for new reps is, let me show you. So I have these things for new reps in here. I'm not sure they need them unless we send them to them. The other thing I have in here is like a monthly meal plan, and it has all the stuff that Tony created. And these are some of what new reps would use when they first start to make their packet. So I'm trying to figure out where would be a good place to house just those images they need to build that packet, because that's a question I get a ton. Like, well, how do I make this? And I'm trying to find all those images everywhere, and it's a pain. My thought was in our Facebook team page and then make an album and put them in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just have a Google folder with the demo packet. That's what it's called. You could just do that and have it be a Google Drive.
And so then where do you put the Google Drive link for that?
In the pinned post.
Okay. I guess I could also put it on the one sheet, the one pager that they get of how to do a workshop, how to get started. I guess we could put it on there too. Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
I think so.
So if you guys think of other things that you want to put in here, I'm just going to start kind of accumulating and putting them in and have this be fresh and new. Because right now, I mean, I have a ton of stuff, but so much of it is outdated with the language that we're using with foundations training and the I thought of you because, and just more service oriented versus overcoming objectives all the time, you know? So I just want to be, I don't want to have so much in here that people can't filter through quickly, but I want to have stuff in here that's, you know, helpful. So, and then I think just leaders have access to this. So new reps, all they have is that one pager with links to different things, and that's it. So,
Love it.
okay. Okay. That's all I got. Kelly, have fun on your ski trip. That you're leaving for bright and early.
Yeah, I don't know how close we'll be out by Teagan. I don't know. Do you live? We're going to Copper Mountain.
Like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 2 hours for me.
Okay.
Oh, is it, Kay?
I think so.
So it's like 3 for me. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
depends on if you hit snow at the overpass in Loveland. We were stuck in a 2 mile, like to go 2 miles, it took us almost 3 hours right there in December.
I think we're supposed to have pretty clear weather, so I don't think that'll happen.
Good.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have some friends driving up tomorrow, and they're going to spend the night with us before they head to the Breckenridge.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're really excited. It's the first time to take all 3 kids, so
Copper's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. We went on. It's also our anniversary tomorrow, and we went there for our honeymoon 9 years ago. So
Oh, cool.
Fun.
anniversary with 3 kids.
You're brave taking 3 kids skiing. Holy cow.
Well, Matthew technically won't ski yet. He's only 2, but Nona and Jack will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It was fun.
That's awesome.
we're gonna put him in ski school the first day, and then the second day we'll brave it.
We ended up 2 days in ski school. So just so you know.
Well, Adam I don't know, he's a pretty special guy, but he's really, really, really good at skiing, and he's very, very calm and patient. So I think we've been skiing with both of them before, and they just listen really, he keeps them calm, and
Yeah.
we have a harness, so that works.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on to them. All right, guys. Well, have fun. Thanks for popping on. Anything else tonight?
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. I think this
Yeah,
is going
looks
to be great. The other thing I wanted to say is that, oh my gosh, I just drew a blank. Hold on, let me rewind my brain. I don't know. I'll have to message you. It was important. I don't remember.
That's all right. It'll come to you.
Yep.
I think I'll be up tonight. Ella's ears are hurting, and she spiked a fever today. So,
Okay. And I don't know if everyone read it, but let's just all be extra prayerful for Danielle and everything going on. They went in for her oncology appointment, and they recommended chemo right away.
shoot.
So
I didn't do that. I saw that she was going live just as we got on here in the space between, so I was gonna watch it. I'm sure maybe she was going live to talk about it.
yeah, I'm sure she just posted in a different group. I didn't hear from her directly, but yeah, just being prayerful and
So if anyone needs her address, I have that. So anyone who's listening on playback too might want it. So if you need it, let me know. I know some people have it already. So okay, thanks for telling us that update. Okay.
all right. Well, have a good night, everyone, and
Yeah.
thank you, Annie, for doing this. I love it. I love how streamlined and organized it is. I think that's a big deal. So
I expect there to be tweaks to this because I haven't worked it all the way through. So as you guys find things, just let me know, and we can do that and tweak it as we go. So, okay.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.